He grabbed the handgun hidden beneath the table, turned on the shower in the bathroom to create a diversion, then slipped out through the fire stairs and hurried up to the 6th floor. Once inside an apartment, he knocked out an innocent occupant, stepped into the restroom, pushed aside a ceiling panel, and retrieved the weapon stashed above it. He then planted a bomb inside the bathroom wall. At the same time, the SWAT team upstairs was setting breaching charges on Kata's front door. The moment the chief inspector gave the order, Kata hit his detonator. The blast went off, but the apartment was empty. Realizing he'd been played, the inspector immediately ordered the entire building locked down. By then, Kata had already climbed into the elevator shaft through a hole downstairs, sliding down the steel cables to the bottom. He slipped through a ventilation duct into the underground parking garage, shot out the security cameras, unscrewed a vent cover, and exited through another duct. By the time the police arrived, he was long gone. He moved through underground access tunnels into the subway system, changed into a maintenance worker's uniform, and walked out unnoticed. Next, he went to his uncle's house, hoping to warn him to leave. Instead, he found the place ransacked. His uncle had been brutally murdered. The sight shattered him. His last remaining family was gone. Kata collapsed to his knees, sobbing in despair and regret. In that moment, he decided to end it all once and for all. That night, he broke into the inspector's home. He told him the truth about his childhood and demanded help locating Lewis, who had been under CIA protection. If the inspector refused, Kata threatened to kill one member of his family every week. The next day, under duress, the inspector went to the agency and explained the situation. They refused to share any information. Then his phone rang. Kata wanted him to pass along a message.
She says if you don't give her exactly what she wants, she's gonna redecorate your whole office. With you.
The agency director scoffed, confidently stating that the office windows could withstand 57mm armor-piercing rounds. A split second later, shaken and pale, he quickly revealed Lewis's location. Kata returned to his base, geared up, and drove out. His first stop was a real estate office, where he forced the owner to hand over the blueprints for the property where Lewis was hiding. Meanwhile, Lewis's men were busy planning how to eliminate Kata. Suddenly, a rocket-propelled grenade blasted into the building. Chaos erupted. Lewis ordered his crew to get the car he was getting out. But the moment the vehicle pulled out, a semi-truck smashed through a wall and crushed it to a halt. Kata stepped out and unleashed a barrage of gunfire into the car. One of Lewis's lieutenants, nicknamed Longhair, hurriedly shoved Lewis into a hidden compartment, while the boss trembled inside. The men outside were torn apart by Kata's relentless assault. Kata chased Longhair into a bathroom. Face to face with his longtime enemy, the two launched into a brutal fight. Longhair managed to grab a pistol, but Kata closed the distance, stripped out the magazine in one swift move, and delivered a fatal blow. Inside the hidden compartment, Lewis heard the gunfire stop. Thinking it was safe, he burst out, bought a car on the spot, and sped off. Then his phone rang. Assuming it was Longhair, he answered without hesitation. Instead, he heard Kata's voice. Kata taunted him, claiming he'd already left and that Lewis should brace himself because the hunt was on. What Lewis didn't realize was that he was exactly where Kata wanted him to be. With a single command from Kata, screams erupted from inside the car. His vengeance complete, a weight finally lifted from Kata's soul. In the end, his boyfriend, now being questioned by the FBI, received a phone call. It was Kata. He told him his real name. After a quiet goodbye, Kata hung up and boarded a bus, heading toward an unknown destination.